This is a video I did not expect to be making, but I really wanted to do it before the end of the year. I have to say thank you so much to Jeff, who tunes into the channel. He wrote to me and basically said, hey, I've got a little present for you, I want to send it through. I had no idea what it was going to be, and then I opened up the package right before Christmas and pulled out this. This is an original Tom Schultz Rockman, one of the most iconic pieces of guitar gear ever made. If you're unfamiliar with Tom Schultz, well, you might have been living under a rock because he was the guitar player for Boston. Not only that, he was a bit of a studio wizard and you might want to say mad scientist, and he basically developed the Rockman to get the Boston guitar sound in a little headphone amplifier. You could originally clip this to your belt, which is pretty cool. So, you know, Jack Black and School of Rock with a Rockman would have been quite a different thing, I imagine. But it's kind of like the sound of the 80s in a tiny little box. If you have a look up close, there's not, can that focus? There's not a whole lot of options on there. You basically have an on-off switch, then you've got a three-way sliding switch. These are like the kind of switches you get on like a Fender Jag, I think, those kind of switches. You've got -10, -5, and max. Then you've got two clean modes, a mode called Edge, which is like a crunch sound, and a distortion mode. And then you can choose between chorus off, echo off, and normal, which is chorus and echo on. So it's kind of got the famous Rockman stereo chorus in there. The echo I actually think is voiced really nicely. It's more of like an ambient analog delay, which is pretty cool. You've got an output for headphones, you've got this aux input, and you've got an input for a guitar or keyboard. It is really, really light, and there's a little gain control in the back as well, which I don't know if you guys can see that, but it hopefully will focus, and it's there. And then there's the little front panel. Fairly straightforward. So yeah, thank you, Jeff. Thanks so much for sending me this, because this is such a cool piece of kind of guitar nostalgia. And as a direct solution, it doesn't sound too bad at all. The Clean One mode to me kind of has that direct Nile Rodgers kind of guitar sound happening. Really nice with the stereo chorus on there. The Clean One mode is just a straight up 80s clean. You can pretty much play any 80s riff through it and it sounds like it, because I'm sure a lot of people probably just went, you know, stuff it, just plug the Rockman in and we'll get a clean sound. And the Edge sound, it's pretty dated sounding. And surprisingly, the distorted sound is not too bad. If you were playing like a Def Leppard tribute band or something, you could probably get away just using that and the normal mode with chorus and echo on, and it's kind of got that sound baked into it, which is pretty cool. So let's have a listen to it recorded DI. I'm going to use my YJM Strat for most of it, and throughout I will just be flicking through the different modes, starting with Clean 1, then we'll move over to Clean 2, Edge, Distortion, and I'll basically flick through the three modes on there. Not too much going on there, but there's some very, very cool sounds in there. But it does serve to remind us like how far we've come with guitar modeling and guitar direct solutions. Considering now, you know, you can buy something like an Axe Effects that just sounds indistinguishable from a real amp, and also has like all the effects you would have that back in the day you'd need like a couple of Eventides to get or something like that. Or even, you know, stuff like the Mua micro preamps and things like that. They sound great, and this is kind of the precursor to all of that kind of stuff. You know, it's not a sound that I would probably use on a regular recording or anything these days, but if you're going for an 80s thing, it is very cool, and you know, it's just a piece of guitar history. So let's go Rockman by Tom Schultz.